Okay, I need to tell you this story because it has really creeped me out. A woman's husband goes missing for 6 months, and when he finally comes back, she realises it isn't him. So this woman lives in a really quiet suburban neighbourhood, like the kind where nothing ever happens and everybody knows everybody. And one morning, her husband just leaves for work and never comes back. He's just vanished. So the police get involved. Neighbours start organising searches. There's missing posters everywhere. And he never turns up, and eventually people just stop expecting that he's going to come back. And obviously the wife's devastated, but she just starts doing what she has to do, and she accepts that he's not coming back. Until one afternoon, she's outside watering flowers and she hears the gate open. And her husband is standing there. He's got the same face, the same hair, the same smile. He looks exactly the way that he did the day that he left. It looks like he's just nipped at shops for some milk. And obviously the woman is gobsmacked, but when she asks him where he's been, he says that he doesn't remember the last 6 months. Weird. Now everybody around her is obviously buzzing and they're all calling it a miracle, but the wife just can't shake this feeling that something's not right. Now it starts off small at first, with stuff as simple as his tea. He starts adding sugar to his cup without even thinking, which is really weird because he never liked sugar before. And then there's the golf. He used to be obsessed, he used to plan his life around the tournaments, and now all of a sudden, this man could not care less. Then one night, things get really creepy. She wakes up in the night and he's literally staring at her, inches away from her face. No thanks. He's not talking, he's not moving. And then after what feels like forever, he eventually smiles and says, "I can't believe any of this is real," and then goes back to sleep. She, however, does not. A few days later, the neighbours throw a party to celebrate his return. He's chatting to everyone, he's laughing, he's being friendly, he's even playing with the kids, which is also weird because he never really liked kids, especially the neighbour's little boy. And that's when the wife starts to remember something that she'd really tried not to think about. Before her husband disappeared, she noticed how strangely similar that little boy looked to him. The next morning, that boy's mum comes round with some brownies, and after she leaves, the wife makes a comment to the husband about how she's just been nosy, and the man that's living with her laughs and agrees. But her real husband would have never done that. He always defended her, and that's when she knows. A couple of years earlier, there'd been an accident at home that had left her husband with a very specific scar on his forehead. She saw it every day, she knew exactly what it looked like, but the man that came back had perfect skin, not a single mark. And that's when it clicks. She didn't lose her husband 6 months ago, she dealt with it. She just never expected him to come back as something else. I mean, how creepy is that? I'm loving the spooky stories at the minute, so if you've got any more, send me a DM and I might read them out in the next Get Ready With Me.